What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys the best Goblin Drill deck in the game. This contains the Goblin Drill, the 3 skeletons, the arrows, the Ice Spirit, the Ice Golem, the Cannon, the Musketeer, and the Fireball. The goal of this deck is to get as many Goblin Drills in there as possible. They do a ton of damage, and they are one of the most meta cards in the game. Make sure you guys go join my new clan. It's growing very fast, and I highly recommend joining. It would mean a ton. So yeah, let's get on to the very first battle of the game. If you guys are wondering why I'm only in Spooky Town and my cards are a low level, that is because this is my backup account. On my main account, I have roughly 5,000 trophies. So yeah, that's why my stuff is so low. He places a bunch of spirits, and what we do is place the Ice Golem to tank for all of them. He goes with the Spear Goblins and the Goblin Gang. We play the Musketeer to take out all that stuff. We have the Musketeer going in, which takes out the Ice Spirit. And we place the Ice Spirit in the back for whatever he plays. And we get the Goblin Drill in there very early in the game. This deck is a lot like the Hog Cycle deck. It is very good for defense, and the main goal is to get as many Goblin Drills in there as possible. The main goal for the Hog Cycle deck is to get as many Hogs in there as possible. But this deck is very solid, and to be honest, I prefer this deck over the Hog Cycle deck. It's my opinion better for defense because in the Hog Cycle deck, you have the Hog Rider, which it doesn't do anything for defense. But with this deck, you have the Goblin Drill, which is honestly one of the best defensive cards in the game due to the fact it takes out stuff like the Giant, the Royal Giant, the Golem, the P.E.K.K.A., and stuff like that, which the Hog Rider doesn't do. And either the Goblin Drill or the Hog Rider is pretty debatable for which is better on offense. Personally, I prefer the Goblin Drill for offense strictly because it goes straight for the tower. It's instantly there. There's many things that can counter the Hog Rider, like the cannon, the Tesla, the bomb tower, basically any building in the game. But with the Goblin Drill, the only things that really counter it are the Dark Prince and the Valkyrie. But besides that, this is one of the best cards in the game. We place the Ice Golem to slow down all of those skeletons, which the arrows clean up perfectly. We're gonna get the Goblin Drill on the right side with the Musketeer. If any of you guys are serious about getting good with the Goblin Drill and genuinely want to use this deck, I must say the main thing for this deck to be a success is keeping your Musketeer alive. She does a lot of damage, and the longer you keep her in the game, the better you're gonna be off. If you need to place 3 skeletons to distract a mini P.E.K.K.A. so she doesn't die, do it. If you need to place an Ice Golem in front of her so she doesn't die, like I did, I put the Ice Golem in the pocket, do it. The whole goal of this deck is to get as many Goblin Drills in as possible and to keep the Musketeer alive, because as you can see on that left tower, they do a ton of damage, and I highly recommend keeping those Musketeers alive at all costs. So we end up taking a dub on this game. The Goblin Drill is going ham on the middle main tower while our Musketeer is just firing away. We kept her alive, and that's one of the main reasons we got the 3 crown. Let's get on to our second match of the day. Okay, guys, we're going to get into our second match with the Goblin Drill Cycle deck. Absolutely amazing deck. We performed very well the first game, and let's get on to the second game. In the second game, we go ahead and start off with the Fireball, Musketeer, Arrows, and Cannon, with the Goblin Drill coming in next. In my opinion, this is the best defensive deck in the game right now. It can basically stop every troop in the game. To be honest, the only troop it doesn't really stop is the Goblin Drill. It's very hard to stop this thing, but if you want to get good with this deck, I highly recommend just playing with it. And you will figure out whenever they place the Goblin Drill, if you place the Ice Golem right in front of or right in between the Goblin Drill and the tower, it will defeat it perfectly. This is because all the goblins that come out of the drill will go for the Ice Golem, and the drill will get taken out a lot quicker with the Ice Golem there. As soon as the Ice Golem pops and gets all the snow everywhere, it will slow down the goblins, which gives the Archer Tower more time to do more damage. If you decide to be a good Goblin Drill player and try out this deck, You will learn that tactic, and it defeats the Goblin drill perfectly. Right now, we have the arrows, musketeer, ice spirit, and the cannon, with the Goblin drill coming in next. And another great thing you can do to stop the Goblin drill is actually changing out the arrows for the log. That defeats it. The log defeats the Goblin drill very well, but again, the ice golem tactic is one of the best in the game. We accidentally activate the king tower, which is unfortunate, but to be honest, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. The best thing you can ever do with this deck is just chip away at the tower. This deck is not meant to get one heavy push in and take out the entire 3 crowns. The goal is when he places something in the back left, fireball it. It does roughly 140 damage depending on the level, and if you, that 140 damage can be very clutch, since if you learn how to play this defense well, it will be near impossible for him to touch your tower. So those little shots definitely have a huge impact on the game. That musketeer that does 1 shot to the tower is a huge impact. That goblin drill that does 3 shots on that tower is a huge impact. It is all very crucial just to get your shots off. Take what you can get. For example, if he places an ice wizard back there, just shoot your fireball. It will do about 180 damage. Or if he places a dark goblin like my opponent did, just fireball it. The little damage counts. That ice spirit connecting on the tower does 70 damage, but everything counts with this deck. He has the barbarian ram coming into my cannon. Our musketeer and cannon take care of that very well. The ice golem should take care of the P.E.K.K.A. half decently. We arrows the tower just to get that extra 70 damage off. Place the ice spirit, and that's going to get 1 shot on us, but that's okay because we just did a ton of damage on the left side. Good game. Let's get on to the 3rd battle of the day. If you guys want to customize this deck, I highly recommend keeping it the exact same, but there is one customization you can do. You can change out the arrows for the log. That's all I recommend. I don't recommend changing out the arrows for the zap, the giant snowball, the earthquake, only the log. And in my opinion, I prefer the arrows over the log, but it's your choice. But I would 100% recommend using the exact deck I show you. We start off with the fireball, cannon, musketeer, skeletons, and ice golem. Now, a huge tip for you guys is at the beginning, if he doesn't place a card and you don't have the goblin drill, the best thing you can do is place the ice spirit at the bridge just to get that chip damage. Second best thing you can do is 3 skeletons behind your main tower. I don't ever recommend placing your musketeer or ice golem at the beginning because those are your 3 best defensive cards, so I highly don't recommend using those at the beginning. Hopefully you start off with the drill, but at all times you want to conserve your ice golem and your musketeer. Another decent play is just placing your arrows on one of the towers. I don't recommend doing it with the fireball because the fireball can be very valuable. But yeah, the main thing you want to do if you don't have the goblin drill is the ice spirit at the bridge just to do some more chip damage. Or if he doesn't let it connect, he places a card which forces your opponent to battle first or place a card first. So it's really the best thing you can do is place the ice spirit. And the second best is just the 3 skeletons behind your crown tower. Now this is because if he places a hog rider at the bridge or something, your 3 skeletons can help out with that. But the best thing you can do is the goblin drill at the beginning at the tower or the ice spirit at the bridge. Now people watching this video might think since this deck is very low value and doesn't really have anything to take out the Mega Knight, you guys might think it's very hard to take out. But really, the tip on taking out the Mega Knight is just placing stuff and avoiding the tower. Place your ice golem, your 3 skeletons, your ice spirit. Just make them jump around everywhere. Do whatever you can. Just make them keep away from your towers. You can just drag them anywhere you want with the cannon, the ice golem, the spear goblins, or not spear goblins, the normal skeletons, or even the ice spirit. We use our arrows to take out all of that stuff, and right now we are looking very good with 34 seconds left. We place the goblin drill on the left side. He goes with the hog rider, which we take out very easily with the 3 skeletons and the cannon. To be honest, I'm very confident this is a G. G's. I'm prepared for anything he can throw at me. If he places the hog rider, I will be prepared. If he places the Mega Knight, I will be prepared. He places the hog rider, we place the cannon in front of the tower just to be extra safe. The musketeer and 3 skeletons take it out, and GG's. We go 3 for 3 today. Good game to this dude. So yeah, good game. This is the end of this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss any of my uploads. And before I end this video, I'm just going to say a huge thank you for 244 subscribers. I'm very grateful. But yeah, here's the deck. Copy it, screenshot it, do whatever you want with it. I highly recommend using it. 2.8 average liquor cost. Go and join my clan. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing day. And as always, peace!